The intro playing? You gonna put music playing? I ain't doing that. Yeah. Shout out to the castle. Gamepoint, anti-fiction. Get you some.
Welcome back. 101, like an entry-level college course, you know. Shout out to the kids starting school right now. But anyway, shout out Game Point, the podcast brought to you by Anti-Fiction. Each and every Friday, you know where to find us. So what's funny, Jay? I see the crack smile, man. Anyway, each and every Friday, you know where to find
I'm
us.
thinking a lot of these kids fried these days, bro. They don't know nothing. That's why.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
But
these kids kind of slow. They might not be in one-on-one classes.
I
They
blame
might
YouTube. I blame YouTube and brain rot, stuff like that.
Hey,
That's
we
all.
falling down the same trap. Anyway, you already know episode 101. We back at it again. Got my dog J Verb. Marcus with us again as always. Welcome, guys. You already know part of the show at this point in time. Another jam-packed show for you. AP poll dropped today. Another schedule dropped today. Some talks and schedule, NBA schedules. You know, we may not. You know, touch subject. No, I'm just playing. Anyway, and expansion in the NFL, we going overseas. Von Miller and Zadarius Smith, respectively joining teams. I don't know what needle that moves, but we're gonna talk about it. Then and now, Claressa Shields knocking out. Somebody told me she don't fight no real women. I don't know. Y'all know I ain't tapped into the boxing scene like that. I'll let y'all comment on that when we get to that. They say she picked and choose and don't fight nobody. That's what they tell me. I don't know, man. Ray J got a win against Orlando Brown. Don't even know why we talking about that, but you know, it happened. Anyway, let's go ahead and get it jumping. Jay, why you mad today, man? What's going on?
Listen, bro. I took a look at some of these UFC fights over the weekend. You know, I'm a big UFC fan. I like to dabble just a little bit, but I was disappointed with the co-main and the main event, man. All leading up to the co-main and the main event. Well, first of all, there's a lot of talk about the card being lackluster in the first place. And normally I'm on the side. I like to see when like some of these cards prove people wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain like casual fans that might not, be as invested in a Mackenzie Dern versus Jillian Robertson, you know, women's championship fight. But when it actually gets to the point where it also is a terrible fight to watch and just proves everybody right, that's like the worst thing to me, bro. I feel like Dana White, you got to stop stacking these cards. Like for the White House card, you put 7 or 8 fighters that everybody wants to see on one card, right? And then the next 3 or 4 cards are all trash because you don't have no fan favorites on it. So, bro, it was just I felt like I wasted my time, man. The Islam Ian Gary fight, Ian Gary was being too nice. He was just happy to be there, and I hate seeing people take a dive when they get a championship opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You never know when you're gonna get another one of those again. So that's pretty much what I'm mad about, bro. They're not as competitive as they should be with these other fights. So.
Taking a dive, kind of strong word there, Jay. Man,
Bro, he dapping them up at the end. He dapping them up before the 5th round, and you down 4 rounds. At that point, you're down like 3 rounds to 1. Okay, you need to knock him out in order to be able to get that belt. Bro, don't shake hands with the man, bro. Do that after the fight. You can do that after the fight. But Dana White spoke to that in the press conference after the fight too. He was like, "Yeah, I hate when they being too nice, this and that. It is the fight game. The fans want to see beat. That's what they want to see."
I might come off and sound like I'm a hater, but I think LeBron made that cool. Remember when him and Paul George going back at it in the Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah.
He had that 3 at the end, and at the end they went up and dapped each other. That's whack, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that was made cool by that. Yeah, super corny. What are you? We competitive at the? You know what I'm saying?
I know how competitive I was when I played. I wasn't doing.
Why would you do that? That's crazy.
I mean, generally speaking, I only shake hands after the game because they make you. Other than that, why we got to do this now? Honestly, but yeah, that's a whole other story.
Damn, I actually love that moment. I'm an anomaly. I love that moment.
You like that moment between them?
Yeah, because it was just game seeing game. Like it was like, God damn! Like I think Paul George hit a buzzer beater at the end of the quarter, and LeBron was just like, "Fuck," this, you know what I mean? Respect. It was just a respect moment, but I can see how it's not so great in other instances for sure.
You would have did that.
I mean, sometimes you tip
if I'm LeBron or am I Paul George?
I mean, you. I'm talking about. Or you. Would you have done that?
Well, me, I don't have any NBA championships, and I'm a guy who's like hungry for shit and dedicated. So no, I'm not dapping them up. Like,
Okay,
I'm leaving them on red.
Yeah, okay, there we go. All right.
That's tough. I ain't gonna lie. Sportsmanship, man, all in the name of it. But this is funny. I got one specific this or that for Jay, and then we got another one for everybody else. So this one right here. You got 10 years of no football whatsoever. Can't watch it, none of that. Or you're forced to watch only Texas football till they win a national championship. What are you doing, Jay?
I don't need football that much in my life. That's what I'm not finna watch Texas football. I watch one Texas game a year, and that's when they play us. And that's just the end of that. That is like, bro,
You dedicated, man.
I'd rather go skydiving without a parachute than watch Texas football for an entire season. Straight like that, bro.
Hey, I don't.
Can't get with it. Stu, it's not for you to understand. It's not for y'all.
Yeah, I ain't mad. As I said, I feel it. I mean, I love Florida to death. I don't think I would jump.
Texas football is trash. Texas football is trash. I'll take my chances.
Hey, I mean, I'd rather watch Texas than Florida State. No, at least it's a good brand of football. But no, I'm just playing. All right, so the regular this or that for the whole crew right here. We all football fans. Football season finna tip off. Would you rather have a kicker that is automatic within 60 yards, or your running back guaranteed 2 yards of carry no matter what?
Auto kicker. Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, I get the yardage, like you're not losing yards and everything like that, but auto kicker, like you can get over that. Once people get to the 50-yard line or just over the 50-yard line in today's NFL, it's pretty much like these kickers now, like with the Dallas kicker, it's pretty much automatic. So you got to have those points and you got to tally them up. And then you think about fantasy football aspect. I mean, come on, we need those.
Yeah, definitely fantasy football. What you thinking, Vert?
I'm with Marcus, bro. Even though I do understand, like, if you get on, like, you 2 yards from the goal line, that's a touchdown every time. But if I'm within 60, like, imagine if Lamar Jackson had that, man. I think we'd be talking about him a little bit different.
I mean, yeah, Justin took Jill, man.
Yeah, but and you see what he messed some games up towards the end of that.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. His head wasn't in the game.
You see what happened? Last year they had a chance. You know what I'm saying? So it's. Yeah, I'm going with the kicker as well.
You going to kick? Where you at, Jay?
I ain't gonna lie. Since they going that way, I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
I'm going the other way too, yeah.
Since they going that way, I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and I'm going the other way with the whole like being dominant in short yardage situations. We done seen games won and lost all the time from short yardage situations. Mind you, we done seen games won and lost with kicks as well. But I'm assuming that my offense is competent enough to get the remaining yardage. You mean to tell me, okay, I run the ball 3 times, get to a short yardage situation, maybe I can complete a pass on second down. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that takes a lot of pressure off the offense. And me personally, you get somebody like Dan Campbell that has a running back
go for it
like that. What can you say, bro? Hey, I'm about to be extra aggressive, and like I said, maybe that leads me to a Super Bowl as well. Yeah. I just like having that trump card. You know what I'm saying?
I like that 2 yards. Yeah,
it's like, hold on, I didn't mean to cut you off, but wouldn't it be like just the Eagles running the tush push?
I guess similar to that, but they don't always get it. They're pretty close to it, but they don't always get it.
They won a Super Bowl.
Always get it, and they won a Super Bowl. Yeah,
opens up the
this is Jalen's best bet. Yeah, it do.
Think about it. It's 4th and 2. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's 4th and 2, and I want to do something crazy. Play action is wide open at this point. The other team knows I'm about to get the 2 yards regardless. Maybe I can, pop a 60-yard pass play.
Yeah, you never know.
Who knows? Keep them on their toes.
I was gonna say I don't got.
Yeah, I say he had it.
You know what I'm saying? What's the question?
My mind is working though. My mind is working.
It's the offensive coordinator.
I went to straight offensive coordinator.
But yeah, I was gonna say I'll take the 2 yards just because kind of Marcus' point earlier. 60-yard field goals damn near becoming automatic anyway in the NFL. Now, granted, we bought the situation with Justin Tuck, and you see a lot of missing ones, blah blah blah. And I guess I would need to see the data of what's the conversion rate of 4th and 2 versus less than 60-yard field goals. But F all that, man. Give me the 2 yards. Like, hey, line it up, run it. If you guarantee 2, granted, now if it was 2.5, everybody would take it because it's a first down. Technically, 2 yards of carry ain't a first down. But 4th and 2, and you know you're going to get it every time. Or even if it's, 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 4, you know you're going to run it and go for it on 4th down no matter what. You got them 2 yards. Hey, man, you got to play devil's advocate and go for it. Anyway, go for it. Don't kick field goals. That's how you win championships. I'm just kidding. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
It's your girl, Rachel, your favorite. Make sure you tune in Thursdays at 9 a.m. for Be Fucking For Real. But we also, y'all also gonna get a little tea with R&B, so keep it cute and stay tuned in.
All right, we back. My favorite season starting up college football. We got the AP poll that dropped. I don't think it's too much of a surprise at the top. We got 1 Ohio State, 2 Oregon, 3 Georgia, 4 Notre Dame, 5 Texas, 6 Indiana, 7 Miami, 8 A&M, 9 Ole Miss, 10 Oklahoma. Anybody else want to talk about? We get into it now. I already know Jay got a lot to say about it. He look college football like me. What's going on
What?
with this top 10, man? What you feeling? I saw it in you.
Well, they always got to be me, bro. Nah, but I would say, and this is gonna surprise you. I would say I'm surprised Texas isn't a little bit higher. Frankly, with their acquisition of Cam Coleman, who,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, in my opinion, has an argument to be the best receiver in the country, and that's including Jeremiah Smith. That guy is that good. He's played like he was playing at Auburn, and I don't know how many people got a chance to watch Auburn
Watch
play,
him. Yeah.
but that is one guy on the team that definitely stands out, and he's gonna be a guy in the league for sure. That's one guy. Jeremiah Smith and Cam Coleman are two players I would bet on being very successful at the next level, easily. But
Okay.
I'm surprised, with Arch Manning getting another year under his belt, that they aren't a little bit higher. And then you have Notre Dame, I believe, is in front of them. Though they return a lot of, production in the linebacking core, CJ Carr, in my opinion, just isn't, I mean, I don't know. I feel like
Sold on
typically
him?
what Notre Dame does is they have a really good defense, really good running game,
Run
and they
game.
bring a quarterback in that has some experience, and it's just
Right, Leonard.
your Riley Leonard type quarterback. And
Duke.
I'm just not on the hype train with Notre Dame. I feel like Ohio State, respectfully so. Indiana is going to be really, really good once again this year. It's interesting to see how other people, how other teams will game plan for them, how much attention they get going forward, being the national champions. You can get everybody best shot. But, yeah, I expect to see Texas just a tad bit higher. Potentially
Not
like
mad at it.
at 4 at the floor of everything, but that's just my
But
stance on that.
they play Ohio State week 2, so they'll have a chance to probably jump to 1 if they win that, honestly,
Yeah,
depending on
I
what's
believe
happening
they
in the
have that
country.
game at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah,
That'd
it's
be
at
a
home this
game
time.
to watch.
I wouldn't mind going there. I mean, I know you don't like Texas, but I ain't gonna lie. I would love to, like, as a college football fan, I would go sit and watch it. But what's up, Marcus? How you feel about this top 10, man, or the poll in general? What you got going on?
Yeah. So first things first. I know we already kind of got in the show a little bit, but still, happy birthday, my man. Like
Oh, appreciate you, man.
I forgot to mention that, bro. Like another year, man. That's a blessing for sure. But
Appreciate you.
no. So I mean, just jumping into this, right? Like I'm hearing Jay talk to college football. I'm loving it. I have a shameless plug here, but I got Annie Up University coming up, college football podcast. And I want y'all guys to come on and talk college football with me because my theme is that I actually don't know too much about college football, and I invite on other guests. We haven't had it in a couple of years, but we're bringing it back. But the few things that I do know, right, and just in college sports in general, is that I'm known as a gambling man, a sports betting man for just about 2 decades now. Is good coach, good program. Those are the things that I want to run with. Good coaches and good programs. I could put my money on that. They could find a way to win. They could find a way to cover. Those are the type of things that I like. And I think that, like, just looking at this list, I was looking like, what's Georgia looking like this year? Kirby Smart. Because Kirby Smart, I mean, we know he won back-to-back championships in 21 and 22, and he hasn't won since then. And it's got to be sort of like, hey, if you're great at what you do in any profession, you want to get back out there to be the the ball of the party, all of those things. I see they're ranked number 3 in the AP poll, and I think they just got a lot. Obviously, they're going to have talent in there coming in for Georgia, and I don't know all the players that they have, but I think they're going to be a talented team, and I think they're going to be right up there as far as, like, in a college football playoff and seeing what they're going to do from there. But if I had to put my money down on anybody right now, it would definitely be Georgia, with sort of like, I wouldn't say a chip on their shoulder, but just want to get back to the mountaintop. Another thing when I'm looking at this is we talked about Texas. Jay talked about Texas. Arch Manning. Like, what are you going to do? I mean, the casual college football fan like myself, but you don't know, if you don't know too many things, Arch Manning is playing, and I want to get more from him. Like, right now, we know he's going into his junior year, right? But I mean, yeah. So I mean, he had 78 78 QBR last year according to ESPN. He threw 26 touchdowns, which was tied for 17th. He got sacked 23 times. That's not good enough for me. Like you're a Manning, like you're talking about your dad and your uncle and your grandfather. These are like the top of the top, and they're not going off their names. They're going off their football play on the field. And I feel like Arch Manning hasn't really shown me too much as far as like on the field, and I want to see that this year with maturity. So I think those are a couple of things that just kind of popped out as far as looking at this AP, at least within the top 5.
Top 5, definitely. Like you said, coaches and programs. So obviously the top 4 are probably the biggest 4 coaches in the game. Ryan Day at
No,
Ohio State. Then
no, I got 6 is Indiana. So
yeah, you gotta put it in.
Yeah, you gotta-
I know
yeah,
Kirsten
yeah,
Eddy, my bad. No
Yeah.
disrespect. 4 of the biggest, excuse me. Yeah, I mean Sarkeesian too, but hey, yeah, Kirsten Eddy turned Indiana, but Ryan Day, Ohio State, Dan Lanning, Kirby at Georgia, like you mentioned. Shout out Marcus Freeman, got my Asian brother in there, as he like to claim. But go ahead, bro. How you feeling about the top 6? Nah, he gonna mention he Asian real quick.
I understand it. I get it. The top 10 is cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for the season. Looking at everything right here. Like Marky was saying, I want to see what Georgia's going to do. I definitely want to see what Texas is going to do, especially because of the man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out, is he ready? Is he ready to make that leap? Is he going to the league this year? Because you still have some years, but this should be the year that he will want to leave. Indiana, Usa Mendoza, how they're going to be after that. But what y'all was talking about, what Jay was talking about earlier about Texas being higher. I was looking at the AP, like who had first place votes. They got Ohio State got 40 first place votes. Oregon got 14. Georgia, North Texas didn't get any first place. They got Notre Dame.
Texas got 1 or something.
No, Texas didn't get any.
Okay, Notre Dame.
No first place. So that's kind of,
sometimes,
you know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy. And it seems like Notre Dame should have been in the 3rd spot. I don't know what happened there, why they didn't, but I guess because of total points. But
total points, yeah.
And a lot of people I've been talking to, especially like in the workspace, they think Notre Dame has a chance to win it all this year. So I just want to see.
I told y'all.
Yeah, about to say how everything play out. So yeah, I'm excited for the season for sure.
This is one thing I will say, and this is going to work at this is going to work at Notre Dame's disadvantage. This is what Notre Dame has a severe schedule problem. You have like everybody else that's in that top 10, they play rigorous schedules.
And
Georgia might have
but didn't you say they get in automatically?
Yeah, they guaranteed it.
They guarantee, right?
Whatever, they
top
guarantee
12?
the spot.
Yeah, but what happens when you take a significant step up in competition? Everybody you play in the playoff, that like in this day and age, everybody you play in the playoff is going to be battle tested. UGA, being in the SEC, has probably the easiest schedule out of anybody in the top 10 outside of Notre Dame. Crazy to even think that. Right. So for me, Notre Dame, it's like, yeah, you get a lot of pick-me-ups, a lot of confidence boosters going throughout the season. They do have a big game here and there, but outside of that, it's like you're gonna have to face these teams that match your physicality. Your biggest thing, if you're Notre Dame, you want to be more physical than everybody else. Well, newsflash, probably your first game that you play in the playoffs, you're gonna run into a team that is either gonna match that physicality or be even more physical than you are. And I don't see their offense being crazy enough to like just being able to tango with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like respectfully. And so that's my biggest thing with them, bro. I love Marcus Freeman. I love what he's doing. I love like their defense, the production they bring back as far as their linebacking core. But I just don't know if I see a path for them to go to the national championship outside of them being Notre Dame and the brand.
I think. I was gonna say real quick their schedule. Wisconsin to start the season, probably W. Rice W. Michigan State, I would say dub. Purdue dub. Carolina, I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't know what they're gonna look like this year, but I imagine
it's probably gonna be.
It's probably gonna be a dub. Stanford's been down bad for a while. BYU's been a decent team, so that would be one to look out for. Navy they should handle. They didn't play Miami November 7th, huge game. Then they finished Boston College, SMU, and Syracuse. So I think they solidly
that is
in the
crazy because Miami, BYU, and Navy, from what I'm hearing, are their 3 best games.
Best games, yeah. Pretty much.
Being right outside the top 25, I believe they are like at 28 or something like that.
Yeah.
They're the 28-31 range. But that's crazy. You get to bully everybody until Miami, until you don't in the playoffs. I mean, that's your only litmus test that you have.
I feel it. Go ahead, Bert.
How about to say so, Stu? How you feel about the Florida going into the
I was going to get in there when I got on myself.
Okay.
Well, first off, I don't even think we know who our starting quarterback's going to be, so that's going to be rough. They're saying the transfer of Philo, but I'm kind of like start Tremble Jones, see what he got. But I don't even know what they expect from Florida this year. Honestly, maybe a bowl game and I'll be excited. I'm not hopeful for 9-10. I did see we got some votes though, which is crazy to me. I think we got like 51 votes to like make it in the top 25. But yeah, we'll see how the season go. I see once it start. I think our defense should be okay. We definitely got playmakers at receiver if we can give them the ball, and then Jordan Ball might be the best running back in the country. Yeah, dog 225, you're running that thing, but I mean, if you ain't got a threat to throw it, like you can have all the running backs, receivers, all that in the world you got, but if your quarterback ain't hitting on nothing, and your play calling too, so at least we got
I
rid of
like
some
the
belt Billy. So okay, Jay.
I do like the way y'all schedule set up though. I feel like the way y'all schedule is set up, y'all have 5 monumental games on the
Yeah.
schedule to make a statement. Not only to just get into the top 25, but to get in the national title picture. And the way it's broken up, you get 2 of those games earlier on in the season. So you mess around and steal one of those games, you know what you have to do later on. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? If you're able to go 3-2 in those games, I don't see a way that y'all wouldn't make the playoff. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
if
I
we
guess
get
it's
that
just
many,
like,
whew.
but y'all play those 2 games, those 2 monumental games early on in the season, and y'all have a stretch of like 3 games where they're like, where I could chalk those up as wins for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
Depending on
got
how everything looks, depending on how Philo looks, if he is,
the
if
starter
he does
again.
end up being the starter, yeah. So
We got Florida Atlantic, Campbell. I'm gonna try to go to that game actually play Campbell. Then it's Auburn. Don't know what they're gonna look like this year. Ole Miss. Don't know what they're gonna look like. Missouri. They a consistent 25 team, but I think somebody made a good point. Like, Missouri kind of starts like 8-0, 7-1, and loses their last 4 every year. It's just what they do. South Carolina, that's a team I'm interested to see what they're gonna be like this year, though. Um, Texas, obviously, Georgia, Oklahoma. The back half's ugly. Kentucky, Vanderbilt, and we finish up with Florida State.
yeah, that was that 3 game stretch I
Mhm.
was talking about before y'all get like, a
Yeah, get some
few.
relief at the end. Yeah, if we somehow get the what like 7-2, 8-1, and then the last 3, yeah, that's very much possible. Now we talking playoffs. I like you're a little more optimistic than me, but hey, I like it. The only other team I will shut off before we go into the next topic. I think Michigan got a chance this year. I know people say that a lot, and I hate to see it after Sharon Moore gone, after his antics and all that. But I think Kyle Whittingham and physicality and just running the ball. Long as is it Bryce Underwood, he shows up and like do something good this
You
year.
better
I
you better
think
win that
Michigan.
Oklahoma game. You can't afford to drop that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
That's
Oh, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
going into that Big Ten schedule. That's all I'm saying.
The running
They got
back
a new
tough though.
coach.
That freshman.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sitter, Savion Hitter, I believe his name. But yeah, now it's been an interesting season. Like I said, we all love college football, ready for it to get back jumping, ready to bet, like Marcus said, we ready to get this money up. But anyway, speaking of money, NFL, man, ambitions of expansion. They're talking about is going to be overseas. I know I got some thoughts on this, but I kind of always go last. We'll let Marcus. What's up, man? We gonna be in NFL Europe again? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, we could go. Like it'll be a trip, right? It'll be a fun trip to go and have a fun and make some plans around it. Go get on the
Mhm.
Instagram, show your pictures,
Right.
all of that. Like a good trip, right? But if you're working for an NFL team and you have to live overseas, it's just like this is no longer fun. Like the no fun league is really the no fun league. And I don't know which cities they would pick, but I mean, come on, I always think about when a team has to play for the Raptors, the currency, the
Yeah, the
difference,
exchange,
and just the currency exchange, right? And then the going through customs every time you have to
customs,
play a road game, and your maybe your family is
your family. Mhm.
American, like they like we'll come visit, have a good fun time trip, take pictures on Instagram, but we don't want to
Right.
live there. And I just feel like it's really putting the players who already have enough to do as far as like film study and
Mhm.
athletic training on their bodies, healing from injuries week to week. And now you're just putting even more like with the family aspect and having teams overseas. So I do
Mhm.
not like the idea, but I know the NFL does not care if I like any
Okay.
idea. They're
Yeah.
about their paper, they're about their bread, and I cannot be mad at that. So we'll see. But I thought that was an interesting story.
I mean, I
Got
kind of, I about to say, I kind of agree with everything Mark is saying. I would, at most, I would try to make it where like, all the like the, at least I'll say 3 to 5 big games overseas. Do it that way instead of actually having a team just go over there. So if you do 3 to 5 games, you'll be able to, because the main thing is building the fan base and like the revenue. That's what they want. So just keep
Yeah.
it around like 3 to 5 games over there, and I think they'll be fine. Australia, Brazil, Spain, and those areas, and I think that's cool.
Brazil. That's tough. Go
Bro,
ahead, Jay. What you think, man?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't like this at all. because honestly, I'm looking at it from a different standpoint. It's like some of the things Marcus and Verb said as well. Like finding people that want to play over there in the first place, it's a logistical nightmare as far as traveling back and forth. Like I don't know how they would work that whole thing, but at the same time, like in different countries, football isn't necessarily king. Well, football is king, but not American football being king. So how would that look from a revenue standpoint, being like second fiddle? Because I mean, for the most part, I mean, just call me a casual. NFL football has its place and its stamp in America. It is what it is. Everybody gathers around the TV. You know what you're doing on Sundays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is it going to be the same energy overseas after the first couple of
the novelty wears off?
Years? Yeah. After that wears off, where is it going to be? How does that look from a revenue standpoint? Time zones for these games. Whenever they do play in London, not gonna lie to you, I'm a football guy, so I'll watch the London game.
I'll watch it at 9. Yeah.
I'll watch it. But for me, NFL Sunday don't start until 1:00. For me, I mean, that's just me personally. So I'm interested to see how they do that. They're about their money, so if it's not making the money that they envision, I mean, I just don't see a pathway. Like they have some things to work out for sure.
What I'm looking at right now, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to say like the NFL, they're trying to say like the expansion or international expansion will be Roger Goodell has set a target of 16 international games per season for this upcoming year, and that's up from 9 the record. So 16.
It's like one a week now, ain't it?
Yeah, that's
something
kind of
like that. Yeah,
that's insane, bro. So, and like I said, they want to go to Australia, Brazil, Spain.
Yeah.
Australia is crazy.
Yeah, Australia's crazy to me. Yeah.
That's what they want to do, man. I mean,
and I kind of sound the same with everyone because logistically that's a nightmare. Because like, would you have teams stay over there a couple weeks? Like, would you go play? Like, say the Carolina Panthers, are they gonna go overseas and stay for 2 weeks and play 2 teams, or are you gonna have whenever they have to come over to America? Like, what's the logistics of that? And then I don't get how it's going to ever be fair because to Marcus' point, that's immediately what I thought. You will never get a free agent to sign. I'm never going to choose going to England, especially if I got a family and everything over. Like, this is just not going to happen. So you would have to give them some sort of, I guess, incentive or some type of unfair advantage to get players to come over there. And I imagine the draft would be a mess because I'm sure you would get enough of us to decide I'm not going. Like this might prop up the UFL or something like that trying to do this. I don't know, just thinking wild. But yeah, this is a logistical nightmare. But like we said, or like Marcus said, NFL don't care about none of our opinions on this. It's going to happen. They're going to get their money. And hey, hate it or love it, you still watch. I forgot where that quote comes from, but that's kind of how the NFL operates. You talk all you want to, you still tune in and watch this. So man, I don't know, bro. That's tough though. Overseas football. Then, like you said, what the teams get bad, like I don't want to name a bad team, but you talking about years of a playoff drought. Like, how often are they going to be interested in that? Like you
that's
got
realistic,
people like
though.
Jets,
Good point.
Jets fans continuously come no matter what. Who's to say, I don't know, Scotland's going to keep coming after a 5-6 year playoff drought? Like, now you got a team over there. Like, what you do with that? So, I don't know. This seems like a lot to think about.
I'll tell you what you do. Goodell, I was just in Detroit in Canada. It's very close. You create the Windsor Warriors. You let whatever team plays, they play Detroit, and then they just ride on in 20 minutes to Windsor, and that's a back-to-back week traveling. And Windsor won't maybe not have a lot of people show up, but logistically it looks a little better. Maybe I'll start there to free agent.
I'm gonna say, yeah, Canada probably be a lot easier than what we thinking. Like flying overseas in the equipment, man. And then what's funny is most of players don't talk favorably about having to play those games. They seem to not want to do it. Like, so imagine being forced to be over there for 16. Well, I guess you got 9 and 8 home games, but at least living over there for 6-7 months out the year. Like, man, I don't know about that. But go ahead, Ver, what you had to say?
No, I was just agreeing. I thought about doing a Canada team too. Canada team, Mexico team.
Yeah, Canada would probably be a hell of a lot easier if I had to assume. But even then, people still don't want to go to Canada. You remember how bad Steve Francis didn't want to go to Vancouver? Like, it happens. But anyway, I guess talking about older stuff or older things going on, like I said, Von Miller to the Cowboys, man. So I'm a Cowboy fan, Verb a Cowboy fan. The whole world's Cowboy fans low key, but does this matter to you, Verb? I'm not trying to be funny.
No disrespect to Von, man. It don't really move the needle too much. He brings some leadership. I've seen that he had reached out to Dak, talked to Dak, give him some words of advice, and end up on the team. But it's just it's a lot of delusion. Man, you were talking about. I was like, it's people that's Cowboy. This what makes me mad about being a Cowboy fan is I get like joined in with it because people will say like Von Miller pushed us over the hump to be a Super Bowl. You know, to get to like, that's pure stupidity, bro.
I'm
you know
not
what
seeing
Like, what are you talking about, man? That's
Is this
the type of stuff I
2016 or
like.
2026?
But Von
Like,
Miller, even though he played well last year, you know what I'm saying?
9 sacks,
Yeah, I'm about to say he had 9 sacks last year for the Commanders, which is kind of crazy jump for the Commanders to the Cowboys. But yeah, it's a good addition. I'm glad to see him, coming to the, wearing the star. But does it do like much for us? I don't believe so.
I mean, if he get that
haven't.
one valuable sack on third down, hey, but outside of that,
I have some hope for him. I mean, for the Cowboys this year, I'm looking forward to it. I feel like the main thing is Dak. I know Dak is good, but he has to take the next.
Be healthy.
Yeah.
I genuinely think we're gonna be a good team this year, but I try to temper my expectations because every time I don't expect nothing, we do well. When I'm like, oh yeah, we got this year. Season Dak breaks his ankle, we go like
your hopes
7-9.
Your hopes get crushed, bro.
I mean, so what are y'all expecting then? Cowboys fans,
I have no expectations this year.
What are y'all talking about a good season?
What's a good season?
Yeah.
Winning the division. We could beat the Eagles.
I would like to win 12 games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think nothing wrong.
As long as we win the division. If 11 wins that, I'm fine with that. But I think we can beat the Eagles this year and win the division. Obviously the division games are tough, but I'm not that worried about the Giants or the Commanders. I ain't gonna lie.
I think everybody's gonna be good. I think the Commanders gonna be good. I think the Giants
they're gonna be decent, but I'm not that worried.
I think y'all and the Eagles are gonna be good. That's what I think. I think the Commanders are gonna be that team you can't sleep on. Like you better make sure like you bring your A game on Sunday. But in the grand scheme of things, I think it'll come down to the Cowboys and the Eagles as far as the division goes. This is me personally, especially with everything going on with Jaden Daniels and his mama and all that stuff.
He seems very distracted right now.
But if he's healthy, bro, I think they'd be fine. For sure.
That's a big if. Outside of that Heisman season, he's really never been healthy in his career. Heisman in rookie year.
In his rookie year,
I would say his rookie year. Outside of that, he a little slight. I mean, I know I'm small, so he's talking about me. He a little slight of frame to be playing quarterback and running. He is. He a little skinny.
You got the Broncos jersey on.
Yeah. Let me take you guys through some pain. Okay. So although I have no problem wearing any jersey of any team,
no.
But I'm just setting it up because I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. Mm-hmm. And if you know anything, the Carolina Panthers have been to 2 Super Bowls, but lost both. But anyway, the one that hurt the most was the 15-1 Panthers, and still I wake up and have nightmares about Von Miller running over our offensive line, Michael Orr and the boys, and Mike Rimmers, and getting to Cam Newton, and just it literally still haunts me in my dreams. And the fact that Von Miller had 9 sacks or 8.5 sacks last season, he can still play a good part in this defense. You replace the Clowney who went to the Texans, and you put the Von Miller who's shown that hey, I still got the ability to come in and play on certain downs, sack the quarterback, reach my incentives, things like that. So I do like it a lot. I do like it a lot for the Cowboys. And I like the fact that the Cowboys have had a pretty good offseason, just quiet, doing what they need to do. Nobody's contract is looming, anything like that. It's just taking care of business. You re-sign Quentin Williams. So I love that. You know what I mean? Yep, Rashawn Gary. So I like the things that the Cowboys are doing. Just quiet, just keeping it calm. You got a good quarterback. You got two good wide receivers. Your tight end is like, yo, just protect Dak, and I think you guys will be fine. So I like what the Cowboys are doing. But I am really interested in Von Miller's baby moms with CeeDee Lamb allegedly.
Yeah,
so I'm like, okay.
They're supposed to be dating.
Hey, it's a party in Texas.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that even the same age group? Hold on. Hey.
Hey, man, the young bulls. Bulls.
They love them.
They love them.
Hey, to keep it a band, that go on way more in locker rooms than most people probably admit or whatever.
For sure.
Especially with some professionals. Jay, we already talked about it. Well, Jay, he's keyed up with the Falcons. Did Darius Smith to the Falcons, man? Or we just want to talk about the NFC South in general, I guess. They need a pass rusher.
Everybody is finding pass rushers off the couch. It seems, bro. That's the thing right now. No disrespect to Von Miller. No disrespect to Aaron Donald. Which I think we know he's coming back. He's gonna be around. It's too much going on. Like they wouldn't tease that all the time if it wasn't really happening behind the scenes. But anyways, bro, listen, Zadarius Smith. The Falcons just do a lot of stuff that's just like a little bit head scratching. Right. I feel like he's supposed to soften the blow a little bit of Pierce's suspension. which I mean, the fact that
8
he's going
games.
to play in general is crazy.
Right.
I mean, the fact
Like
he's going to play
I
is a
don't.
win
Okay,
for
go
the
ahead.
Falcons,
Mhm.
personally, because I didn't think
Yeah.
he would play after
I
everything
don't
that
think he should
happened.
play this year. At least
He
this year, he should have been. He should have been out at least this year. At
he
least this year.
completely crashed out. I
He
don't
ain't
know.
learning shit from 8
He
games with this, bro. Like, but go ahead.
he might have went through some sort of
Mhm.
rehabilitation, you know what I'm saying, in order to be able
Mhm.
to, like a league requirement type thing. It's like, hey,
Yeah,
listen, all that crashing out you did, you do it again, it's
you
over
got to
with.
stop.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give you 8 games. The Falcons knew what was about to happen, so I feel like it's just softening the blow. Darius Smith,
Mhm.
kind of like Von Miller, in my opinion. He still has, some pass rush moves. He could still put a little impact on
Get
the
your
game
set.
on third down. So there's that. Outside of that, I don't, he's not a 3 down guy anymore whatsoever. So, and that's coming from a Vikings fan, say he did a lot for
Yeah.
us in that one year, you know what I'm saying? He was with the Vikings, big time on the Lions and stuff like that. So respect to him, but everybody finding pass rushers off the couch, man. It is what it is. Falcons, they need
They
some
need a
kind
lot.
of,
God,
yeah. Yeah,
You
I
said
don't
need
God
a
I
is
don't
what
lot.
they
really
need. God.
They need a lot. They said Tua looked terrible, man. They
Tua
trying to.
dancing
I
in
don't know.
practice.
Right. That was funny.
Was
That
that
man
was
took
that
piss.
AI? I thought that was AI.
I thought it was AI. I didn't like fully look at. Was it really him
I
dancing?
thought that was AI.
I thought it was too. I ain't click on it really watch it. I just saw it scroll. I was like, yeah, Tua going crazy. Was it a concussion? Never mind.
Too
Never
many
mind.
concussions, bro.
The concussion to keep the. No, I'm just playing. All right. Anyway, man. Well, guess we'll be right back after this commercial break. Welcome back. It's Stewie,
It's Jay.
Young Bird.
and this is Gamepoint. Check us every Friday morning, 9 a.m. YouTube, Gamepoint Podcast.
Tune the
All right, welcome back. My segment, Mary's favorite segment. You already know. Breeze these real quick. Pretty sure I had done these in a little bit, but yeah. Doran Barker, Penny One, still love them. Glow in the well, they don't really glow in the dark no more. Honestly, they that old. But yeah, I do my shoe thing. Uh, Doran Barker, they got all the things his children like. So football. I think he's a Colin Kaepernick fan. Got the 49ers logo on it. Yeah, little Penny logos, nothing too crazy. Too crazy. But speaking of basketball, I guess we keep going a little R&T, man. So we got a basketball family that's in the headlines for I guess everything but basketball right now. Julian Newman, Jaden Newman, Pops, all of them good people. Apparently, not apparently, I guess it's past apparently, past allegedly. Some tapes leaked, the daughter, she's of age now, all that good stuff, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, they seem to be the classic family, kind of capitalize on his money train. Julian talking about he told her she should have started OnlyFans at 18. I think he said she'll be the next Kim K. Popson got caught on a lot of tests talking about he didn't watched it, like watched the alleged tape that's out there on Twitter. Go search it on Twitter if you want to or not. But yeah, Jay man, you Google it, man. What's
Bro,
going on? What's up with this? What's up?
bro, this shit is just like I done seen like the clips where they talking about like when he talking about his sister in the damn on live on Instagram live, talking
Mhm.
about her in the interview with Adam 22, and then on the stream with a streamer named Neon. And it's just crazy to just hear that
Big
out
streamer
loud. It's crazy to just hear that because
on that platform
why
too.
on that platform, why are you talking about your little sister like that? Why are
Sister.
you talking about pimping her out? Why are you talking about she should have started OnlyFans at 18? And I'm really disappointed in the dad, bro. This is probably the second craziest thing that he's ever done. And the first crazy, I think he lost by like 80 something points.
I knew you was gonna
Oh,
go
I
there.
forgot about the game. Yeah.
I knew you was gonna say that.
No, but no, hey, his team, and I think he got a promotion after that game too. First
He
time I
promoted
seen it,
himself on it.
but that shout out Bethesda University. I They like Bishop Sycamore or something like that. Every time I hear, and no disrespect to Bethesda University or anybody that's attended, but I just associate Bethesda with losing by 70 something points in that women's basketball game. But that's off topic. Back to the main thing. Yeah, I think certain people should just take some time off the internet for sure. I
Mhm.
think they are in a desperate need of a PR team. I think they've been doing it their own way for far too long, and now we're here. It started off basketball, skills coach. You know what I'm saying? They competing with
Family.
with the Ball family and stuff like that. On a basketball standpoint, everybody's like, "Oh, you get all these views on YouTube with your training videos," and now it's the sisters in the limelight for all the wrong reasons.
Now I'm with you, man. I think it's kind of crazy. I don't know what's going on. I know we last episode we talking about fathers and stuff. Like where is their mother at? That's probably like my most concern. Like what's going on? I don't know if she passed away or anything. I'm just asking the question. You know what I'm saying? The father being there is crazy to me. Oh, okay, she's there. That's wild.
She's just not involved in this, which is I feel like is very telling for sure.
She needs to step in and
stop
it.
This is myself.
Because what the pop is doing, it's almost like they sexualizing the daughter off of making money. And it's outrageous, bro. And they don't look good for our people too. That's wild too. Like, what is going on?
Julian Newman on drugs, bro.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything.
No. First of all, the way he acts though, it's literally a problem. This ain't even no funny shit. You look into his eyes, bro. Something is off about him. He might need some kind of therapy or something.
I just know me having
me
having a sister. The things that he's saying
about
his sister, those type of, I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't really rock
taboo.
And then him, like he said something to 520. And y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all seen 520's response to that. You know how B Hen went in on them because B Hen and them is grown. You know what I'm saying? That's an older group of guys. They close to to our age.
Our age, yeah.
Yeah, about to say so. You see how they was talking to him, but Julian Newman actually saying like he was trying like cause physically harm to them. It's crazy. Like, what are you talking about?
Like you're not big enough. Yeah.
Like what's going on? I just don't like the space that the family's in. I don't know what they're trying to do. I guess they're trying to capitalize on the money thing. It's just
they need some money.
It's just outlandish, man. That's all
I can see. They need some money now. All that like the basketball is all dried up now. So it's like, what's next? And I'm guessing that's next. Like,
what's your thoughts, Marcus?
Yeah, I mean, so as a guy who's keeps close with all the celebs and entertainment and what's going on, like I told you guys, I never heard of this guy until now. And I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but I hadn't heard of him until now. But I think that the number one thing that when I hear you guys talking, and this is, sort of in the realm of, I know we just had a child celebrity in Hayden. I think it's Patier. Yeah, so she just passed away, after being a child star for so long. But when you chase being in the fame, since you guys talked about that, LaMelo era and all of that, like on the Facebook Lives and your family, not only is it just you chasing the fame, it's your family, it's your father, your sister, your mother, all of those things. Like you're in these rooms with people, and people are not always the most sincere, and people are always not the most honest, and people want to sort of take advantage of young, youthful people, whether you're, a man or a woman. And you get yourself into situations where, you need to go viral. You need to catch a wave. You need to, you're always like chasing that. And it just sounds like this is a family who, I would just say, like, think about if Michael Jackson wasn't like Michael Jackson, right? The Jacksons would have been broke, right, after a while. Like, imagine the shit they would have been doing in the 80s and shit.
True point.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Nah, I ain't even mad at it. I think it's also like that. All right, we just go to commercial.
Gamepoint defied 300 subscribers.
Yes, sir.
What they say at the top, it's just us.
It's just us.
You know it?
Yeah, you
nigga.
No.
Anyway, appreciate the love. Like, comment, share, subscribe. 300. We on the road to 5. Let's get it.
Love y'all.
All right, we back. So KD back at it again with another quote. KD be talking nonsense sometimes. All of this isn't nonsense, but there was a quote from KD. There's one a year. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Rings are incredible. It's a great team accomplishment. But come on, man. Everybody wants to be MVP. Basically, the age-old debate. I think they have it way more in basketball than any other sport, though. But would you rather be an MVP or a champion? What you think about that, Marcus? KD's quotes, just the thought of being an MVP over a champion. How you feel about all that, man?
Yeah, I think from a player's perspective, I think it's a little different than maybe how we see it as fans. When players, when you talk about like having long-term success in the NBA, like a Kevin Durant and people like even like a Russell Westbrook who just recently retired, those guys like have these like accolades that 12-time All-Star and MVP, NBA 75. I'm thinking of Charles Barkley as well, and people make a lot of jokes about it because he kind of lets himself be the butt of the joke, but he doesn't have a championship. But I mean, he did his thing, and go look at the '93 film. Like Charles Barkley was that guy. He was a dog in the NBA. And I remember going back to Paulo Banchero right before the draft. They asked him, if you could have a couple of championships, or have like 12 All-Star appearances, All NBA, et cetera, MVPs. He said, "I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it'll be the latter." So I think from fans, we all want to see our teams win championships, dedicate themselves to do that. And it's not like they don't want to win a championship. But if you would rather take one, I think most players will tell you they'll probably take those MVP and those accolades.
Definitely, I kind of feel the same about it. What you think, Jay?
Honestly, this is where I would like to ask guys like Chris Paul or something like that what they think or what they would prefer. In my personal
ones that have
opinion,
neither.
Because me personally, I crave Chick-fil-A the most on Sunday.
Mhm.
That's just my personal opinion. When I can't have Chick-fil-A, so I feel like if you ask like a Robert Ory what he would rather have or something like that, you might get a different answer than Kevin Durant, who is lucky to have both. Not lucky, but you know what I mean when I say it. Like,
Yeah, he's
lucky,
blessed to have both. Yeah,
he's blessed to have both, in my opinion. So I feel like, what about somebody like a Russell Westbrook? You know what I'm saying? I feel like I would want to ask him that question.
Yeah.
Because the rings kind of keep you out of certain discussions. Now, I understand from a financial standpoint, like Paulo Banchero said, the latter definitely gets you paid. Absolutely. 1,000%.
We talking about two different things, though, man. Like, this between rings and, like, would you rather have the MVP or the ring?
But there's other things to be considered, though. That's what I feel.
Man.
I feel like
okay.
But I mean, I don't have an MVP or a ring, so I can just speak. If I probably had 3 MVPs or something like that,
I'm gonna say I think the number matters too. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I'm probably looking at this a little bit differently, as opposed to somebody that has a bunch of championships and no MVP.
Yeah, I'm about to say if somebody had like I don't know a player to compare to that, but like you had a real good career, you was a 3-time champ, but you never won an MVP. You don't think they say, "Hey, I give one of them championships up to have one MVP," or like I get both? Like
as Dwayne Wade.
I get what Jay's saying. Yeah. Oh, there you go, good one. Dwayne Wade. Where he give up? Well, he didn't get an MVP though, so that's tough.
But he didn't get an MVP.
That's what he's saying.
Oh yeah, he got 3 rings. Yeah, he didn't get. Yeah. So yeah, you
got a
him,
Finals
like,
MVP. He's not giving up no ring for no.
Wait. First of all, that Finals MVP is not the same.
I never said it was.
I'm just saying,
bro. What are we talking about, bro? The MVP and the ring is if I remember you bring up Marcus brought up Charles Barkley. If Charles Barkley beats Michael Jordan in the finals, they putting a stain on. He would definitely give up his MVP for that. What are you talking about?
But that also brings up an interesting point. Times are different as well. Them old dogs were a lot different in the way they thought about things.
Bro, okay. How about this then? With MVP, you're voted on who becomes the MVP. When you win the championship, the team wins the championship.
Yeah, but that's a team. That's a team. I get it. It's a team.
You got 7 chances to win. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so the voting on
but you can hit the ultimate. You can hit the ultimate thing for yourself, though.
I'll let everybody get you have a chance with the MVP. You're voted on. We can argue here that Kobe should have had more MVPs than his. Shaq should have had more MVPs than his. Dwayne Wade should have had at least one. You can do this argument. When you do the argument with the championship, there's no argument. That team won because that team was better. What are we talking about? That's not even
gonna
close.
say the better team always won? That's
you have 7 chances to win.
Say individual.
How do the better team not win?
So the better team always makes the finals?
No, yes, because you have 7 chances to win. I mean, that's interesting. It's not voted on though. We don't vote who the champion is. We vote who the MVP is. That's not even close.
That means they love me. The people voted me. I want something that one person got this year. 12 people won a championship.
You said 12 people won it?
How many people was on the team? How many champions are there versus how many MVPs are there?
How are we arguing? I understand what you're saying about the champions. You know what I'm saying? And it all to me, it all boils down to like what KD is saying.
What you want? Yeah.
He should have said the number, like for number. This is what I would have said. For number ones, it matters because if you're the number 1 guy on the team, that matters. Yeah. The number 2, number 3, that might not matter for them. But if like go back to like what I said about Charles Barkley, Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing, those guys beat Jordan in his prime. You putting stains. We're talking about those guys totally different. Even like when you say CP3, Russell Westbrook, these guys able to win Paul George, they able to get a ring. We're talking about them different.
We are, but I don't think that
necessarily what they want. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. What do they want? And if I think about I think Charles Barkley and Russell Westbrook are the perfect scenario for this one, because Charles Barkley, like you said, he would have put that flaw on Michael Jordan's record, and he would have been a champion. And that during that time was all about winning. That's all they cared about was winning. Obviously, they wanted their money, but if you talk about Russell Westbrook, as stubborn as he is, I don't think he says, "Hey, if you win that championship in 2011." But you don't get MVP, you don't get All Stars, you don't make it. I don't think he's taking. I don't think he wants to.
I absolutely think he is. You know what? I'll give you an example. I think if when James Harden was at his peak, if he beats the Warriors and win a championship, you're talking about him way different right now. I don't think it's even close to how you talk about him, because he will be arguably the best team assembled. And then you get CP3 a ring as well. Man, that'd be.
But
more important than
knowing James Harden and the way he hoops and everything, you think James Harden would trade his MVP for a championship?
For that MVP, the same year he wins the ring, absolutely.
I think so. I think Harden would.
Absolutely. I don't think that's debatable. Absolutely.
As long as that check clear.
And that's a fact. And I feel like the arguments with Dwayne Wade would be totally different now, because they were trying to say what Dwayne Wade did, he had help with LeBron, and then when he won, it'd be like, you know how we do people that won back in the day. We don't really respect it as much, or the youth don't respect it as much. And if James Harden would have beat that Warrior team going up in the West, and then he goes and beats LeBron James in the finals, bro. It's out of here.
But I feel you. I see the way you're looking at it, but I don't know about James Harden. A lot of these people is individual. There's only so many league MVPs. There's a lot of champions. That's my view on it.
I got you.
Hey, how many? Think about Allen Iverson. Obviously, if he won a championship, if he had to beat the Lakers, they would put him in a whole nother stratosphere. But that didn't happen. But that one MVP for him, bro. Think about how
they didn't lose. They didn't lose a game until they got to him.
Yeah, Lakers did not lose a game. I know.
Bruh, in my personal opinion, I feel like the more time goes on, the MVP trophy is a bit watered down. That's what I think is happening.
It is because we vote on it.
That voters fatigue, I feel like it's a lot of stat padding going on. I believe that as well. And it doesn't necessarily equate to, teams like winning championships. Like there's no guarantee.
Yeah,
like,
the MVP doesn't always win championship. Yeah.
When you win the championship and the MVP, we're talking about the greatest seasons of all time, like with the whole Shea thing. You know what I'm saying? There's those outliers as opposed to what it was even over the last decade, the decade before it. The MVPs definitely, meant something. We're talking about those MVP trophies separating guys from being, top 3 and 4. Like when we're talking about the James Harden and the Dwayne Wade situation, Dwayne Wade doesn't have MVP, but I have him as number 3 on the shooting guard list. You know what I'm saying? If James Harden, gets that ring per se, maybe there's a conversation there. Maybe
we don't know if he's gonna get that.
He might, man. He still got time, but it's definitely gonna have to be the right situation for him.
It's coming down.
Yeah, that MVP trophy is getting a little bit watered down. People pay attention to the accolades. The accolades get you paid these days. That's what it is, bro. Yeah. They might not even be
about what they want.
Winning the championship. Niggas ain't really worried about that as much.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think people are nowhere near as much worried about winning championships as fans think they are.
Players today got all the time in the world until they don't. You know what I'm saying? Until they're at the back end of their career.
I'm just going off strictly the question. Him saying that, not a question, but quote, him saying that, players think that MVPs are more valuable than. I guess I feel what y'all saying. I'm looking at it from the fan standpoint. But
from a fan perspective.
I just disagree with what he's saying.
He's also a guy who, people don't respect his rings. So I feel like there's a little bias to that as well. That's my personal opinion.
That could be him speaking that way. Yeah, he could be, trying to say, look at these 2 MVPs. It's MVP, excuse me. He has 1, but hey, I don't know. Anyway, knockout punches. No, I'm just playing. Boxing, my favorite sport that I don't know nothing about. But anyway, Claressa Shields, she's dominant once again. People are telling me, Twitter, things I see, I'm on the outside of boxing. It ain't my favorite thing. They say she don't fight nobody, man. My boxing analyst, what's going on here? What's up with Claressa, man? Is it somebody left for her to fight? Is she ducking people? Is there just nobody for her to fight? She just that much better than these girls? What's your breakdown, Jay? What's going on, man? I see the smirk you give me every time, man. What's going on?
Bro, because I feel like you have to fight who's available to fight. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that is part of what's going on with Claressa Shields. You don't have a lot of, prospects or a lot of talent in that weight division that can compete with her per se. She kind of just, she walks around, she does what she wants, she walks people down. I believe that was her first stoppage in a while, so it's great to see that. But that woman had no business being in the ring with her. You know what I'm saying? I won't say it's handpicked because handpicked just implies that you're ducking.
She absolutely not handpicking things. Absolutely not.
She's not a duck whatsoever. But I do think there's a problem. There's not enough talent. There's not enough fights for her. So when you have a Claressa Shields, who is very well respected in the boxing world, you have to partner a clown show with it of sorts with a Ray J and Orlando Brown. It's like, people are going to tune in to see this undercard if you aren't a boxing enthusiast. Or people know
that was on the same card?
Yeah,
they were.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I thought that was some comedy type shit. I saw
on the same card. They had a couple of women from like the Baddies show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
On the same card. You know what I'm saying? So that, for me, being a boxing enthusiast,
that's the
watered it down for me a little. It took away from the moment just a bit. So I would love to see some more talent get pushed into that division, because all of the fighters that I feel are on, like, not on her exact same level, but in that realm, like a Katie Taylor or something like that, they're all smaller women. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna cut 40 pounds, to go down and fight.
What you say?
Someone like Katie Taylor.
She like 110, ain't she?
I believe they're at the 125 range.
125. Okay. I'm about to say she's real small.
They're in that range.
No, Claressa fight like 160 or something? What's she fighting?
Yeah, she fighting
160.
Exactly. So they're far apart on that. You know what I'm saying? So then you get situations like when Claressa Shields was having that back and forth with Layla Ali. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People want to see her come out of retirement to fight her because you're not getting challenged elsewhere. That's not her fault. She's taking care of business. But at the end of the day, it's not going to change until we see like some prospects, and see some heavier, like some women going to the heavier weight classes to challenge her.
Yeah. I'm about to say it's got to be rough to find 160 to fight in the women's fight. But yeah. Go ahead, Mark. How you feeling, man?
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, I think I know that she's super talented. Claressa Shields is, right. Like, she not only did she win on U.S. soil, she won in the Olympics. She's a multi-time Olympian. So it's like, hey, you don't got to fight in this country. I'll fight. And my thing is that she says and continues to say, I'll fight whoever wants to step up. I'm ready. I'll fight whoever. So I don't think that she's like, choosing and picking. But like you said, I mean, it is tough to be, a woman boxer, fighting in the 160 range. It's hard to get opponents. But as far, but I think that overall she's talented. She hasn't, she hasn't like lost any steps. Every time she comes out, despite any drama going on with her, Papoose, any of that, she is right there and delivering every single time. So, I can't say anything about that. I mean, especially when you look back in hindsight, people are not going to remember the opponent. They're going to just remember that she won.
Yeah.
And but as far as from the business aspect, though, the undercards, like, Claressa Shields, just her whoever's around her team, they know her, like, what the people want to tune in for. Demographic, exactly. They know her demographic. If you want to get, like, if it's going to be ghetto, just keep it ghetto. Like, bring a couple of baddies on, have them fight. Ray J, he's entertaining. Have them fight Orlando Brown, get everybody paid, sell out the Atlanta arena, and you also get a bag from Zeus. So I just feel like, in this day and age, you kind of have to shift the markets and things. I don't think Netflix is calling Claressa Shields right now. I don't know. And if they are, maybe it's a smaller bag than what she can get with a Zeus and have control over things. So I'm not mad at it from the business standpoint, because honestly, most of these fights that we see anyway, like with the Jake Pauls and stuff, like I get it. Like, but we've seen a ton of celebrity fights, so this isn't like something very new. But but Claressa Shields, I'm a fan. Like, I'm a fan. I'm gonna tune in. I just keep tuning in.
Carissa Cole, I want to get that started.
Yeah, she can fight.
She got all the belts. She don't won in UFC. She done fought over here. The fight that she just fought, the person was 5-1-1. There's a fight I would like to see from somebody that's 5-0. She's 29 from Canada. Her name's Tam. I would like to see. That's the fight I would like to see. She said Tam's not ready yet, but I feel like if you're talking about somebody has like knockout power, Tam is one of those guys. Oh, I'm sorry, one of those women. My bad. And since she said she wouldn't fight her yet, she's not ready, even though she just fought somebody that's 5-1-1. We would just have to go to Alicia. That's who the fight. I feel like that's the one we want to see. She has the following that would be great, crazy. Claressa already has the following that's crazy. I feel like that would be the perfect match that everybody want to see. Of course, she would have to come down and weight, But she done won almost every belt in every weight division, so she can clearly come down. So I don't see the problem there. And you have they have drama over there because she slapped the fire out of her already. So we've seen that. You know what I'm saying? That's on camera. You know what I'm saying? We have film of that. So I think that this writes itself. It's a money grab. Well, I won't call it a money grab, but it can make a bunch of money off the fight.
Yeah.
One thing I do want women to do. I understand they do have their own independence and stuff like that, but I feel like they should join. But
That was a wild way to.
Yeah, like they did get that 1 year.
Way they got independence.
No. I was just gonna say, like, I feel like they should like these mega cards. I feel like they should co-star with like somebody like a
male
Shakur,
fight or something.
like, you know what I'm saying, like do 2 mega fights. I feel like that would help out women boxing a whole bunch if you do it like that.
Oh, no,
but I get that. You know what I'm saying, they have their independence and everything. But that's the fight I want to see. I want to see her and Alicia go at. I think that's the one.
That's the
all
one.
the drama surrounding everything. I think that'd be great.
So we're gonna lock in for that one. Hey, I'll follow it. Like I said, I'll watch the Star Boxers box, but yeah, I don't know too many lady boxers other than her. But anyway, speaking of knocking it out, man, it's Freaky Fridays with Verb.
That's a crazy
segue.
There you go.
It's smooth, right?
No, that was it. You know what I'm saying? I got a goodie for us today. I took it back to like towards the end of our college days. I went with Bro James El Dorado. Crazy album came out 2015.
Who college days?
But he's just started.
All right, young man. But permission by Ro James. I think that's a fire.
Oh, with
track.
your permission, I forgot about that song. Okay,
yeah. I think that's a fire track. I think that's dope.
They played the absolute shit out of that on one of
That
those
was one of the ones.
Yeah,
That's one of the ones. Yeah, but 2015 El Dorado, dope track, bro, for sure.
Easy. Go play that real quick. But nah, for episode 101 with me, Jay, Verb, Marcus, whole gang here, each and every Friday, 9 a.m. You know where to catch us. Gamepoint, Anti-Fiction. Get you some.